Breaking news: ESN are ready for war as they release this statement to federal government. The indigenous people of Biafra has disclosed its resolve to take up the gauntlet thrown by the federal government of Nigeria. This followed the area bombardment conducted in Olu by the Nigerian military on Thursday, 8 February 2021. Shocking and unexpected news spread the media space that the Nigerian Air Force was carrying out airstrikes in Olu, searching for the members of the ESN, the Eastern Security Network, created last year by the IPOB leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. People of good conscience have condemned the facts as unwarranted and a misplacement of priority. People have questioned the rationale behind such operation at a time Nigeria has unprecedented securing challenges. Recall that Fulani herders have been moving about killing innocent people in the country. Bandits and Boko Haram in the north are turning that place to a desert. But in all this, the federal government has not attempted any reasonable military solutions to them. They have always been talking about giving amnesty to bandits, Boko Haram and herdsmen, but they keep deploying heavily armed military operatives to the southeast that does not even have any security challenges. The obsession of Buhari's administration is eliminating peaceful IPOB members for no just cause. Following the air strikes on Thursday, the Directorate of State of the group released a statement that the federal government had openly proclaimed confrontations on them, calling on their members to button down the hatches that Nigerian government had exceeded the red lines. They vowed to take up the gauntlets the federal government of Nigeria had thrown down to them. The group says that they are ready to protect their ancestral land against any form of encroachment and trespass. From all indications, war is unavoidable at this point. The federal government is directly calling for a war. Let them consider 1967. It was a genocidal war because the international community joined hands with Nigerians to fight against Biafra, and people were killed more by hunger in Biafran land than anything else, except that Biafran would have won that war. Now, the Igbos, they know how to go about winning the war using the 1967 experience. The federal government must understand this and nothing more. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. Wow. You can imagine. The federal government thought that what happened in 1967 will happen again. I'm sorry for them. Where many Biafrans and other country joined them to fight Biafra. No Niger Delta man will kill Biafran man if they don't know it before now. Then nobody supported Biafra. But as we speak now, I know very sure now that people that will support Biafrans are much. They are much. One of those days when people are ignorant. Watch and see what will happen if the federal government decide to war against ESN. Yes, so they still think that Igbo people is that kind of Igbo then in 1967. So they should keep deceiving themselves. By the time the Igbos retaliate, because then they were so ignorant, now they have really grown and matured. They now know what things are talking about. Imagine that. How many years ago? Since 1967 till now. Calculate the years and calculate what has changed from since then till now. You can imagine. Before, many Igbos have been, and Arewas, they have been sleeping. But I think all is awake now. They are all awake now. From the events in this country, war is inevitable. Yes, since that's what the federal government wants. That's what they want. Why are they crying? Why would they cry? Why they cry now? Let the war begin, since now you alone know the secret of it. Are we? They're the only ones that knows the secret of the war and how to do it the way they want. Let them start the war and stop lamenting and crying, since that's what they want. You can imagine threatening ESN members for war. You can imagine. Is that not a childish talk? Let the war start, and they should stop. They should stop. How will I put it? Announcing war. Let the deed be done. We all know that Nigeria is it's an unuseful country. It's a useless country. It's better they fight and Biafran get its freedom. That is, since the federal government are threatening ESN for war. They think 1997 will still be like 2021. It can never be like. It can never be like. Many years have passed. The more the years goes by, the more the exposure. You can imagine. If they want war, let them bring war. IPOB members, Biafrans, and ESN members are ready for their war. All for what? What is bringing war? What did the ESN do to them? What did Biafrans and IPOB do to them that is causing this threat? Imagine. When herdsmen were killing the farmers, the Nigerian government sent military to defend the farmers? No, they did not. But now the people have formed security network by themselves. By themselves to protect their lives and properties. Nigerian government is now against it. Sending military members, sending Nigerian government, or sending military to fight them. Imagine. I think the real time is coming when these people will now know who, or the kind of people, or the kind of person Nnamdi Kanu and the group he created are. Yes, since they are calling for second war, then let them call. Let them call it. They are very much ready to fight the federal government. Let them, if it is this war that will cause the freedom of Biafra, then let it be. Let them invite war. Let them invite war and let them see how to begin and end the war, since that is what they want. Useless government. Instead of doing the needful, herdsmen are there killing, Boko Haram kidnapping, raping, murdering. Insecurity is no longer in this country. You are talking about war, fighting ESN, innocent ESN. Some of them to come together and invite ESN, then Amotekun together and ask other states, other southern states to create their own outfits, so they all will come together and fight this insurgency in this country. But no, they are so much jealous that ESN is being formed, because they were not the one that formed ESN. I'm suspecting that they are forming Amotekun is also the same thing as Fulani X-Men. They are working together. Because after they heard that Imam Kano has created ESN, they were so painful. It was so painful to them. You can imagine. Since then, it was his announcement of creating ESN. I now notice that the Nigerian government have really changed totally. You can imagine threatening innocent people, threatening them to cause war. And let them be war, as I've said before, and a lot of people are in support of it. If they have the power or the temerity to create war, let them come. Let them begin. They are ready for them. They are very much ready. So viewers, your comment concerning this news will be very much appreciated. Please don't hesitate to drop every of your comment down below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to receive notifications whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you very much.